Good morning, Central. Today is Wednesday, May 14th, day one. I'm Garrett King, and today we're joined by two very special guests. We have Dario Alberti and Mr. Wires. So, how are you guys doing today?
Good.
It's great to hear. So, can you guys start by describing your roles in FBLA?
I am the new advisor for FBLA. I started being the advisor for the club this school year, so I'm kind of new to it, but I'm kind of learning the ropes as I go.
Yeah, and I'm the incoming president for the Central chapter, and I'm also a state officer for Pennsylvania.
So, for the people watching who don't know what FBLA is, what is FBLA and what does being a member of the club typically entail?
Yeah, so FBLA stands for Future Business Leaders of America, and we go to different competitions and events throughout the year, and it's really about networking and making new connections and just meeting new people in a business setting.
Nice. And how often does the club meet? And do you need a business background to join, or is it open to any student?
So we'll meet every now and then, depending on the type of area you are at the club. Though we have lulls, we have busy times. We will definitely meet more frequently in October and November, and a little bit more in March to get everyone ready for the upcoming competitions. But other than that, meetings are pretty sparse. We'll try and do them during flex periods to make sure they're easy for everyone, but we can also do them after school every now and then as we need. The one thing we definitely want to stress, myself and Dario, is that you don't need a business background to be part of FBLA. There are over 80-some different competitive events to choose from. A lot of them have nothing to do with business at all, pretty much. It's more so just personal skills, networking, or just useful knowledge everyone has. So you do not need any business background. You do not need to want to be in business. Even if you are into engineering or environmental science, there's still something you can find and take from this that will get you somewhere.
Sounds like a great thing to be a part of. So, I've heard from a lot of my friends and a couple of alumni that I knew from previous years that the FBLA competitions are the best competitions out of any central activity. So, I'm just curious, what does a typical FBLA competition look like?
So, yeah, the competitions are pretty insane. So, the competitions will go over a couple days. You will compete in your event. Depending on how many rounds you make in, you can compete multiple times. When you're not competing, there are tons of different workshops you can go to that are useful skills for everyone. There are hundreds of different workshops, so everyone can find something that they would like to have. And Pennsylvania is pretty over the top when it comes to that kind of stuff. We are the second largest FBLA presence in all 50 states, so Pennsylvania takes it pretty seriously. There's a lot of Pennsylvania pride at these competitions. And there's always the social aspect and the fun aspect. I know in November, we go to one of the largest indoor water parks in the world. We go to Hershey in April. So while the boys are networking and competing, they're also having some fun.
Sounds like a blast. Now, Dario, as you said earlier, you were elected to be FBLA's state secretary for Pennsylvania. Describe what you'll be doing in this new position, and what does this accomplishment mean to you and our school?
Yeah, so I'll be working with the state management team and kind of running meetings and just, leading the state in FBLA. And, I was elected, but I really want to thank, the teachers, administration, and other students that made it possible. So it's a lot of fun.
And I was just curious, in your guys' opinion, what are some of, the positive outcomes of joining FBLA? I know you mentioned before, there's a lot of networking, there's a lot of just having fun, but, is there anything else that could be a positive outcome of joining the activity?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of pretty good aspects with that. I mean, first off, because Pennsylvania is so intense with FBLA, it stands out right away on a resume. So having that experience in FBLA is huge. Being able to put on a resume that you were a member of the club, that you attended workshops and you attended conferences and competed and made it to a state level or a national level, that stuff looks really huge on a resume and stands out, especially for people that want to stay in Pennsylvania specifically. But overall, the club has so much attention nationwide that everyone knows really what it is in that world. So seeing that on there is huge. So not only just the networking aspects, but just all of the benefits you get from it, and of course the memories that you'll have, because it is a pretty once in a lifetime thing. And as I'm doing it now, I almost wish I did it. I didn't do it in high school, which I will admit. I almost wish I did, because if I had really known what it really was when I was 15, 16, this would have been something I would have absolutely taken advantage of. So I do not want others to make the same mistake I did. I want people to take the chance and enjoy it while they can.
Nice. Now, Dario, as a student, what personally throughout your 4 years being a part of FBLA is your favorite part of being in the club, and why would you recommend other students to get involved?
Yeah, so my favorite part is definitely the networking and the community around it. You know, it's people just like us in high school. We all share a common interest. And you just meet new people throughout the state, and it's just really fun. You know, everyone that goes to the conferences and the events says, like, that was way more fun than I expected because the people that you meet and the things you do, even outside of the competitions and outside of the events, just talking with people in the hall, playing a football game in the grass, or like anything, it's just a lot of fun.
Anything else you guys want to add?
No, we're the one thing we really want is we're really hoping to increase our enrollment. We had maybe about 35 to 40 active members. We want to see that double for our next upcoming year. We want to give people the chance to experience it and explore it, and we're hoping to really boost our numbers and give this club more attention and let people get involved and take advantage of what it has to offer.
Sounds like a good goal moving forward. So, thank you to Mr. Wires and Dario Alberti for coming on, and thank you all for watching the Viking News Network. Until next time, I'm Garrett King. Have a great day.